We're here in the Hall of Generals. And I will tell you that the Gassers have amassed over 30,000 small artifacts. This is called the Hall of Generals. There are generals' uniforms, the actual uniforms that have been donated by the actual officers from all over the world, to include U.S. military general officers, right here in Danville, Virginia. And joining me again is Dan Gasser. Dan, I will tell you, on this segment of the show, let's really talk about the enormity of what you have here, okay? I mean, I noticed General Wickham, General Abrams. I mean, you've got World War II generals. I mean, Korea. I mean, you've got foreign general officers here. I mean, how many are here?
We're about a little over 400. On display, probably another 40 or so that are still in storage, ready to go out. We just haven't made it to it yet. Most of them are all named. Well, they are all named. They have data sheets, histories, all that archived on them, so the guests could know what they're looking at.
Well, they're all, though, the connectivity, though, is they all served. They either had armor or cavalry associated with their career at some point, because again, when they pin on general officer rank, then off goes their branch insignia, and then they pin on the stars, and so then they become everything. So, but that's primarily the focus here. Now, I also noticed that you have a foreign from different countries. Of course, in World War II, most famed is looks to be Germany.
We have a Rommel, we have Mannstein. Rommel's probably the bigger name. Okay, it's a prized one just because you can't find them. Okay, you don't have that option of ever seeing another one. When it comes past your door, you just got to jump on it. Because you'll never have that opportunity again.
Well, speaking of that, of the Germans, okay, because I know the Panzer tanks. I mean, I know early on in the collection, your dad had a really a passion for collecting the German armor pieces as well, and artillery. Does he have a favorite? Do you guys have a favorite uniform general? Out of all these 400, what is the most famous?
Probably the Rommel uniform.
Really?
Yeah, just because it's so hard to come by. You just said you'll never see another one. As far as history-wise goes, it's a big name. Okay, everybody knows the name. Okay, so when you look in the history books, it comes back for tank. Okay, it comes back all the time.
So even more than Patton.
Well, we don't have a Patton.
Okay.
Okay, we have not been able to even come close to getting one. We have tried and tried and tried, and just have not been able to get to that one. If you could get one, it's like the Holy Grail.
Right.
Just have not been able to find one.
Well, all you collectors out there, take note. The AAF Tank Museum here would gladly appreciate some patent stuff, and I'm sure it's out there. Okay. And you guys do take donations just like this.
Absolutely.
And you put them all on display for everybody, and it's viewing of the public. So I think that's a great thing. Okay, I'm going to ask you. Can we go see this Rommel uniforms?
Absolutely. Let's go take a look.
And let's do it. And look, okay, we're here. This has got to be one of the favorite of not only your dad, but of the folks that come here to the museum. Tell me a little bit about, I'm amazed, okay, Rommel, okay. I mean, we all seen the movie Patton. We saw all of the theatrics by George C. Scott. But this is the first time I've ever seen a Rommel uniform. Okay, and I've been in a lot of museums. How did you get this?
It came through a collector that we know very well. Friend of the family, basically, that was able to acquire it. Been looking for him for years, trying to get it. And like you said, you don't see them.
No.
So when you do come across it, you got to jump. I think there's maybe 5 that are even known to exist.
Now, most of them in Europe, in Germany?
Most of them in private collections all over the place.
Really?
Okay, they're never on display. Most people that have them don't even show them. It's just a personal connection. Okay, we wanted to show it because this is a huge part of history. You got to know this name, you know what I mean? So you can't forget about this one because most people do know, okay? So it had a huge part in the history of it, so that's why we have it on display here.
Well, your dad has to be really proud of. I mean, tell me about this. Of course, the white. Is this the white dress?
Yeah, that'd be his white suit. It's got his name written on the tag inside of it.
Wow.
It's got his medals. As far as we can tell, everything is correct on it.
Is correct.
Same deal with his desert uniform. Medallion on it, priceless. You know, you just find another one. You know, find another one because you won't. You know, we've been looking forever.
I am just really blown away because again, one of the most famed generals of World War II, even though he was German.
Yep.
I've never seen it before. So, and it's right here at the American Armor Foundation Tank Museum, and I will tell you, it's just fantastic.